Now we're about to enter the Malmö University Dental School and meet Marie Nordström, who was recently awarded a grant of almost 160,000 euros from Eklund Foundation. DDS Michaela von Geijer from TePe met up with Marie Nordström to learn some more about her project, Salutogenesis against the odds, resilience factors among adolescents.
Congratulations! How does it feel to receive this grant from Eklund Foundation?
Thank you. I'm very glad to have received the grant from Eklund Foundation. It's a great honor, of course, and also a great opportunity to have received it already as a PhD student. And I also think it's very important that research with a salutogenic approach is given this attention, because we do need to move away from a traditional pathogenic approach if we want to achieve sustainable results.
The grant you receive, almost 160,000 euro, is record high in the 5-year history of Eklund Foundation. Why do you think that your research is of such a great interest?
I think it's of interest because we're still not able to reduce health inequalities. And normally we ask what creates disease, but if we instead ask what creates health, maybe we can shift the focus and achieve sustainable results in this way. And maybe we can also achieve results in general health.
Despite the fact that we have free dental care in Sweden, we do not succeed in making children caries-free in vulnerable areas. Is this a global problem? Do you think it looks like the same in other parts of the world?
Well, it is a global problem because dental caries is associated with socioeconomic status. And this means that those in disadvantaged groups, such as with low income or low educational level, have worse health. And that's not only in oral health, but also in general health. And this can be seen in high-income countries, such as here in Sweden, but also in low and middle-income countries.
So many factors could affect the development of caries nowadays. Do you already have some thoughts on what factors are in play for those who don't get caries despite living in vulnerable areas?
Yes, there has been major changes in our lifestyles and shifts also in our diet. And there are some studies on health factors, but not many of them are made in disadvantaged populations. For example, family factors are important, such as if the parents value meals and food and oral hygiene habits, or if there's a supportive home environment where it's easy to make healthy choices. There could also be a positive influence from social interactions, from friends and media and school. And oral habits are also connected with something called sense of coherence, which is basically how well we can cope and understand and manage challenges in life.
Can you tell us how this project will be conducted? What's your starting point?
We have planned for 4 studies with different study methods, all exploring health promotive factors. And the first study is a systematic review on common protective factors. And for the second study, we will interview healthy adolescents here in Skåne. And the third study, we will look at a larger population and combine quality registers with questionnaires. And finally, for the fourth study, we will conduct it in another country. And we already have a promising collaboration with a group of researchers from South Africa. And South Africa is an interesting country for our research because it has the highest economic inequality in the world, which means that there's a huge gap between rich and poor. And we're hoping to conduct a pilot study next year that can be developed into a larger study later on.
It's always satisfying to see your research coming to practical use. How do you think the results of your study can benefit society, dentistry, or the individual?
Well, if we can find out what creates health among some individuals despite having difficult circumstances in life, that's something we can use in health promotion. And instead of having short-term interventions, maybe we can shift the focus and power to the individual. And maybe there are ways where we can empower them to strengthen their own abilities and assets and use resources in life to maintain health. And I think in this way, maybe we can achieve more sustainable results that can also have effects on general health. And it's also knowledge that we can use in collaboration with other professions.